let's talk about this beast over here. So I think you've all seen my announcement video already. If you haven't seen it, check it out. This is my new Side S3 console. And I bought it last year from a guy named Don. He was an old engineer and he had a really great studio with this console in it. Don had the problem that he had some gear left from his old studio. This console, a reverb plate and a tape machine. George from Sound Vision Studio saw the tape machine and wanted to buy it. So he went to Don, saw the tape machine, made a deal to buy it, and he also saw this console frame. And Don said that he didn't know what to do with it. So George contacted me and he said, do you want to do a new project or do you want to have a bigger console? And I said, yes, of course I want. At first instance, pictures came in and I only got pictures from an empty frame. So I wasn't really sure if I wanted to buy it because making new modules like these things, you know, recreating them by yourself eats up a lot of time. I didn't really knew if I wanted that. But then news came in that it was all complete. So every module was there. I could buy it with all the modules. So I did it. When we went there in July last year to pick it up, I saw that it was in really bad condition. It was stored in a shed. You know, it was dry, but it wasn't really like climate controlled. Yeah, the modules have suffered from that. Although most contacts are made of gold, so gold doesn't oxidate. So the first thing we did was building a frame, a rotating frame, so I could work on the console, and I cut it out, every cable in there, and made every cable new again. The reason for this is two reasons. First reason was that the studio it stood in was a smoker's studio, so there was a lot of smoking in there and all that stuff was also on the cables. Second reason was that it wasn't really a neat job and it was just waiting for problems if I would continue with the cables as they were. So that took me 5 months to do to completely restore all the cabling in there. And right now we are at the point of looking at every single module, looking if it's all right, recapping it, so putting new capacitors in there, making sure it can last again for 40 years. So that's the process right now, and it's actually painfully slow. I always want things to go faster, but it's a really painful process. A cool story about this console is that it has been used on the record of the Beach Boys called Holland. This console is what it's mixed on. And this was also the main console used for the productions of Kinderen voor Kinderen, which is a Dutch production. So that's the story of the console. A lot of work still to do, and when the console is finished, I'm still not finished because I need to buy a new Pro Tools setup and a new converter setup in order to use it. I made a video about that also, and I just don't know what to do. That's the story of the console, which I really wanted to tell you. If you guys do have any questions about this specific subject, like this console or maybe another console, let me know. I'm really happy with it, but it's still a lot of work to do before I can really take the use of it. I want to thank you all for watching. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, click on the button over here to subscribe. And I've linked to 2 other videos of me over here, so go check them out. I hope you liked this video and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye. Oh, and give a thumbs up.